deal the cards. The Queen, dirt and air specialist. The Joker, this guy's sick, but that's why he's so good on a bike. And the Ace, the flash of motorsports. You'll have to beat the times of these three guys in action-focused events. But this is still just our first meeting. Show them you're not here to bluff. The previous RSQ had been slightly damaged due to the vertical acceleration when landing after big jumps. Audi has reworked the... Oh boy, here we go again. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Audi has reworked the shock absorbers and chassis. This version is much safer. Well, as long as you don't land on the roof. Surprised by the sharp turn at the end. Introductions made, now time for action.
To give this one a try. Here we go for the fast action list, heading for Central Maui. Perform the actions requested and beat the time already set by the Ace, the Joker and the Queen. Those specialist drivers Becky was telling you about.
The Queen kicks off. It's on. Show the crowd that you can beat the Queen in her own speciality. The rule is simple. Perform all the actions requested as quickly as possible. Your choice. Again. Smash all the targets you can. To beat the Queen. The Queen kicks off. Keep your eyes peeled. She's not bad at this game. That was really cool. It's on. Show the crowd that you can beat the Queen in her own speciality. The rule is simple. Perform all the actions requested as quickly as possible. Targets or barn roof ahead. Your choice. Smash all the targets you can. Ride on some more barn roofs and you're in business.
Get the whole thing out of the way, but you also beat the time of the specialist. That deserves a little beach break and a swim. Next event is between Oahu and Maui, and boat outrun between the Kaiwi Islet. Red Bull has even taken the liberty of building giant fans to propel you when you make jumps. It's untested technology. Sounds like it could be fun.
List aside for a marine adventure. Red Bull's strong connection to action on the water is nothing new. They are heavily involved in high-speed sailboat racing. It's like an Alpha GP race, but on the sea. They even race thunderboats at 200 miles an hour. That's pretty much what you're doing right now. A powerboat race where you have to fight against time. Let yourself be carried away by the current and the giant fans. Told me that one of the heaviest moments of his life was riding this motorcycle on a 24-foot wave. On land or in the water, you can do anything with this machine. You can do wheelies, backflips, hit targets while jumping. It's freestyle motocross, so do all the freestyle tricks you can think of and smash the Joker's time. straight. The Joker is out.
Perfect run. The Joker is renowned for being quite crazy, a rider who takes a lot of risks, but he found a rider even crazier than he is. One last interlude, and this one should please you. It's a drift race between asphalt and dirt. There's no score to reach, just a time to beat. Red Bull lends you another duel, the Drift Brothers BMW M4 competition. The car belongs to Elias and Joe Hautoji, two German brothers. Pro drifters compete together. If you're interested in their story, check out The Sounds of Red Bull Track. List, where Ellie Hautoji talks competition and burnt rubber with professional drifter Connor Shanahan. Definitely the podcast to listen to if you want drifting tips. I can't wait to see you tame the M4.
I've been waiting for. Drifting is my thing, and on top of that, I know this M4 very well, having seen it shine in competition. Told me his team got two M4 models before they were even marketed and made two 1,000 horsepower drift machines for himself and his brother Joe. Enjoy it. It feels absolutely sick drifting with this monster.
final path, perhaps the toughest, the Ace. The action list that awaits you is an AGP event, a Red Bull style. If you've ever seen a Red Bull video with an AGP drifting in the dirt, you'll know what I mean. We've taken the most modern model, the RB20, and fitted it with rally tyres and slightly beefier suspension. Just in case you need to jump it, basically, it's an all-terrain AGP. So as well as being a muddy event, it's going to be really fast. driving, jumping, target hitting, and drifting. And of course, you'll have to beat the time set by the ace. Let's see if the guy lives up to his nickname.
Set the bar high, but that was to be expected. We gave you an AGP with a rally wheel set. It's precise, it can go anywhere at high speed, and with all that, it can jump.
specialities, but apparently they haven't said their last word. They join forces for one last action list mixed event. Same rules as before, except that you'll go through 3 different disciplines. Once you've validated a vehicle's checklist, you move on to the next action list. On the program, motorsurfing with Robbie Madison's KTM, followed by a racing car action list with the Ferrari 488 GT3, and to top it all off, an action list stunt plane. Don't worry if you're not used to planes. It can be intimidating at first, but you've proved you're crazy enough to tame an extra 300. It's your last wild ride, driver. Enjoy and show them who's the real daredevil in this playlist.
The Joker, the Ace, and the Queen get together for one last time. It's the last event, so it's going to be a shaker. We start with the water bike. Airtime, targets to hit, and wall rides. You know the drill. belt part. Near misses, targets, and all these actions at high speed. For the last action part. driver. Kudos. This one will be hard to digest for the daredevils.
It's time to reap your reward. Your vehicle is ready for you to claim. So, daredevils, who's the boss now? Goodness me, I should be careful what I say. I have a feeling this isn't the last time we'll be meeting them. Let's complete this playlist. Look at your garage driver. In addition to your Buick GNX production version.
Like my primo always says, it ain't a lowrider if it doesn't have hydraulics and shiny rims. Oh, and feel free to change the color paint if you don't like it. Come on, vamos al borlo! Go with the flow, and let El Diablo take control of this GNX. Move that lowrider! Your car was like it was possessed. People gonna go crazy for her when she's finished.
You've just had a taste of one of the most iconic lowrider disciplines. Although not all lowriders do it, hopping is a tradition that has been honed since the 70s. There are even competitions where lowriders jump over 130 inches high. You don't need me to draw you a picture of the state of the suspension after that.
Bumpers and roof customization are gonna change your car in a radical way. Choose carefully. Guapa! This lady's ready to stroll the barrio. Look at this sunset. Reminds me of LA. We're never far from Cali. Hey, homie, remember when I told you about the Dong versus Lowrider contest? Starts tomorrow. I was thinking, maybe you could come with us, show these pendejos, I mean, these people, that lowriders can beat any cars. But you need to know how to race your car before... It's okay, I'm confident. Second lap. Turn right, driver. There's always more than one way to win a race. Pay attention. The crowd seems to like what they see. Oh, use your hydraulics if you can. They're gonna fall in love with you. For my people, building a lowrider is a real way to express their identity. It goes beyond the cars. It's a lifestyle. We've been doing it for a century. A lot of people have tried to keep it down, but we're still doing it. Gas. Let the Dong people know we're coming. Look, there should be shiny skirts and fenders. It's always the details that make the difference. No trace of the donks. Let's set the moon and make our mark. Follow the VPN. Hey, you start to feel the bit, eh? That was sick! I've got a surprise for you. The only thing missing for a real lowrider.
The dogs are coming, driver. You and your team of lowriders have 2 races to show that small rims are better than big ones. Your car is dressed up for the ball. Well, almost.
That's a good sticker. Vamos, this fool isn't ready for what's coming.
Fool what?
Who's that?
I'm Weasel. The driver you're racing against is with me, and the car belongs to my guys from Hoonigan.
Weasel? You mean like a stretch raton?
You can say that. Looks like you got a little bark on you. How about you and me spice things up, senorita?
It's Senora Sofia Molina Cervantes to you. Vale, I'm listening.
I bet. If we lose the contest, that car's yours. But if we win, though, well, you know how that goes.
What am I gonna do with a car like that? Those fat ugly wheels? Whatever. I'm not scared of a challenge. Órale, accept it.
Deal.
Come on, homie. No way we're losing this. Whenever you see a shortcut, take it. It'll save you seconds.
slow riders.
Can somebody turn his radio off? En cuanto tengo este capricho, le pongo llantas de 13 pulgadas. I see the finish. Donkey donk. I think your car is ours.
Hold on there. Still plenty of race left.
That lowrider is the dominant style. Where there's urban culture, there's urban entertainment. We couldn't think of a better city than Honolulu for this latest showdown.
Race people, let's show what our cars and our people are made of. Lowriders aren't hypercars, but they thrive in the street. Take advantage of this. Be smart and look for the shortcuts. They're everywhere in the city, so abre los ojos. One of them is coming real soon, actually. Turn left when I tell you, driver. Right now!
I see you taking them shortcuts. That ain't cool.
¿Y qué, Chion? You're gonna cry to your mama?
Always snappy with the comebacks, huh, senorita? All right, then. Let's play it that way, then.
Senora! straight. Don't turn.
No matter what you do, we leave with your car, right? We make a great donk out of it, you know what I'm saying?
¿Qué me está diciendo este tío? Don't listen to him, driver. He's losing it. You got this. The car you're driving is nothing like the one you came to us with. She's got the wheels, she's got the style. You've made a true lowrider out of this máquina. We're definitely gonna win this contest. There's no way we're letting a donk win this race. Push that máquina! Yay! En tu cara, Weasel. Aquí es lowrider territory.
No excuses, yo. You guys are on fire. Should do business together.
Make sure to get your vehicle reward, driver. Raise your car and your style, and learn to tame the power of a donk. are gathered in town. Weasel D, an influential member of the movement, is waiting for you. Don't lose time, driver. Get your Caprice fired up. This time attack is a test concocted by the donk enthusiasts. They want to know if you have what it takes to become one of them.
I was told they call you driver, but I'm gonna call you D if you don't mind. That just sounds more impactful. I'm Weasel, by the way. Want to get into the business? Have your own donk, huh? I'm fine with that, but there's sort of a rite of passage. I'm organizing a little party in Wahiwa, just to chill with people, bet on donk races. Nothing wrong with making a few bucks, know what I'm saying? Get there before nightfall, and you have my attention. Promise. By the way, what you know about donks? You want to be part of the family, you need to know a thing or two about these cars, you feel me? Back in the day, every donk was a 71 to 76 Chevy. In the 90s, all the dirty South music scene was celebrating the donks we made. Donks was like an emblem of that movement. It's a vehicle the folks in the hood held close to their hearts and still do today. People are very proud of it, you'll learn. Slow riders there. Ain't that cute? Hey, they serving soup at 7 p.m. at the retirement home. You dummies gonna miss the call. Honk at them, D. Car's a 71 Caprice, the purest base you can get. But it ain't ready for business. Not looking like this, know what I mean? My guys will take care of lifting it. Put 26 on it. And if you don't like the color we chose for you, you can change it in free drive. We're gonna get into style a little later. I'm gonna take my time with you, D. Got a player here. Time to show your skills. Welcome to the Donk Kingdom, the city where nobody sleep. Not since we arrived anyway. Nice to have you, D. Now we can talk.
Look at your garage, D. In addition to your Chevrolet Caprice production model, you now have a donk model dedicated to the rest of the playlist. The Weasel D Customs Edition. And if you stick around, you can be sure that Weasel will do everything in his power to make your donk exceptional. Change color if you don't like this one. There are many others.
Weasel D Customs takes care of your car, dear customer. All you have to do is define your own style by choosing your first rims. Now race! That's how we spend our nights, racing donks. It's all about style and power. Your car gotta have the body of Jessica Rabbit, but it gotta move like Speedy Gonzalez. You know what I'm saying? By the way, we buffed up your engine a little. I got my money on you. Don't let me down, D. Good start, my friend. Real good start. Next time, we'll get 2 more donks.
Is the best way to compare the power of the vehicles and the reflexes of the drivers. The more in sync you are with the lights, the more you'll fill your nitro gauges and get off to a successful start.
You know about business, D? See, in business, you gotta look like the boss if you want to be the boss. The donk game the exact same way. The right bumper can do that. It gives a donk an imposing look. Come on now. Show what kind of guts your donks got on them. You know about the contest? Donk v Lowriders? Who's got the best style? Might be an opportunity for you to shine a little. What do you think? I like what you're doing with your car, and I'd like you to drive for me. Think about it. Show 'em, D. Be the greatest. We'll leave camp the first light. Tomorrow, it's going down. D, I want you to shine brighter than the Big Dipper, you know what I mean? Golden skirts or chrome fenders, pick your jewels, my friend. missing. Step on it, fellas. You don't want to be late for the prom. 4 Chevy Caprices ready for action. Man, we couldn't have made a better impression. These cars have always been the brand's most luxurious. The 71 is already super classy with its egg crate grille. So with our modifications, damn, I can't wait for us to arrive. Straight ahead, my friend.
Mulligan!
This now. I'm real happy, dude. For real. You made your own donk with your own style. Maybe you could add one last little touch. We'll see. But you got something most people will never understand. A donk is all about self-expression, a way of showing individuality. And if we can tease the competition and make a few bucks, that's 2 birds, you know what I mean? Turn right. Let's hear these engines. All eyes on us. It's a beautiful day in Oahu, Hawaii, man. I love this state. All the girls want to play Baywatch, you feel me? Lowriders are hanging around the football field. Let's say what up to them, you feel me?
The lowrider people have already arrived. They've started to set the mood on the football field, doing what they do best, hopping with a hydraulic suspension. This is your chance to challenge them and conquer the territory.
Lowriders! You're not ready.
Hey, pendejo, you ready to lose?
Oh, D, what's that? Some Latino voice on the line. Hey, man, I'm sure it's a ghost. Get out of my head!
I'm real, chico.
Damn! Seriously, you scared the hell out of me, girl. I hate ghosts. Wait, you that mamacita from the Lowriders, huh?
I'm Sophia, and this lowrider belongs to my car club.
A GNX 87, right? Nice touch of gold.
See, so even a long guy can know a thing or two about cars.
Oh, you better believe. How about I put some big rims on it, set it off right?
That sounds lame.
You never know if you don't try. How about we make this interesting? A little bet. Winner of the contest takes the loser's car.
If you'll give that caprice a chance to a better life, then I accept. No car deserves to be a donk.
Perfecto! D, you heard? It's up to you now, baby. I saw some shortcuts on the path. Be smart. Use them. On the left, dude. Guys, I think we're gonna have to make room in the garage.
Not gonna happen.
The last Donk vs. Lowrider chapter takes place there.
Guys, let's get this win. But take it easy on our lowrider friends.
Espero que hayas traído a vuestras mamás para que os consuelen después de la carrera. Y Weasel, solo los bebés tienen miedo de los fantasmas.
What'd you just say? Kara, translate for me.
Sophia said, I hope you brought your mums to comfort you after the race.
Girl got hard. Trash talk is part of the game.
She also added, and Weasel, only big babies are afraid of ghosts.
Oh, that ain't even true, though. You forced my hand, girl. Now we're gonna end this in a knockout victory. I trust you, D. Make the difference, and that lowrider is your trophy to take. Turn right straight after the checkpoint. I see a shortcut. Again, dude.
I'd be lying if I said I liked your style, but I admit it. You guys know how to drive.
Thanks. I'll take any compliment.
But it won't be enough, lo siento.
Oh, yeah? Come on, D. Give it your all.
One more time.
Nitro down the straights, just like we did in the donk races. Come on, D. Don't take it personally, senorita. Just business.
Don't get too attached to the car, comadreja. I'll take it back faster than you think.